Yes, in 2024, with your 8 to 5, with your not up to six-figure salary, you too can become a millionaire because 10,000 millionaires were surveyed a few years ago. The objective was to find common personal finance behaviors and attitudes that led to their success. Several were found. But what was surprising is that what made them millionaires isn't what we think or what we would assume made them millionaires. For starters, most US millionaires actually are made, not born, i.e., they didn't receive wealth from family. The statistics 79% of millionaires in US did not receive any inheritance at all from their parents or family members. Being more specific with the 10,000 millionaires that were surveyed, 8 out of 10 of them came from families at or below middle income level. So, of course, the next thought is, well, how much were they making? Because chances are these were high income earners, right? Because 1 plus 1 equals 2, right? But only 31% out of 10,000 millionaires, do the math, only 31% average 100,000 a year over the course of their career. A third of them never made six figures in a single working year of their career. In fact, only 15%, someone do the math, had senior leadership roles such as vice president, VP, CEO, COO. The rest, what is that, 85%? Not senior leadership roles. If this doesn't motivate you, but let's keep going so we can figure out how exactly they made this money. 88% graduated from college. That's high compared to the national average. It's definitely not 80 something percent. It's probably 30 something percent. So college seems to be a major factor. Over 52% of them earned a higher degree, i.e., master's or doctorate. So college seems to be a major factor. Now, a key point here is only 8% went to a prestigious private school. So it doesn't have to be, it's not about the school they went to, it's the fact that they got the college degree, right? And the top careers for these millionaires: engineer, accountant, teacher, management, attorney. I'm not really surprised about engineer and accountant, but teacher, we all know the teachers. We all know their paycheck. I'm sorry, I'm not laughing at the pay. If a teacher can become a millionaire, then it's possible. Oh God, no matter how I try to spin it, it's still coming out wrong. You get my point? This is all good to know information, but it really isn't showing us how they made their wealth. If you're like me, I'm focused on, well, how did they make it happen? Here we go. 8 out of 10 millionaires invested in their company's 401k. 8 out of 10, 80% invested in the company's 401k. 3 out of 4 invested outside the company's plan. So it could be on their own or with a financial advisor. No millionaire in the study said single stock investing was a big factor to their financial success. Instead, regular, consistent investing over a long period of time is the reason for their success. We know it wasn't their paycheck so far by what they're saying, right? They weren't making this uber amount of money that led to, they just kept saving and they saved their way to becoming millionaires. What we're finding out is for these guys, without the big paychecks, investing was what got them to the millionaire status. How can you become a millionaire by the time you're 50, 60, depending on what age you are while watching? Investing is a great hack. I say hack because it's a good way to exponentially increase your wealth over time, a lot faster than saving. And that is how these guys made it happen. They didn't give their age, but my guess is none of these guys were under 40 or under 45. In fact, I would say more like 45, 50. None of these guys, because with that income, it will take time. It's not something that happens over a 10-year period. Over 20, I can see that happening, including the value of their home, because I'm guessing they're going by their net worth. And so when you look at the value of their house plus your 401k, their investment, it gets them to the millionaire status. It didn't say what level of millionaire status we're talking. Are we talking 2 million, 1 million? Are we talking 20 million? It's 20 million and 2 million, two different levels, but they're all millionaires, right? But the key thing is regular folks like you and I, became millionaires because of consistent investing over a period of time. There's more. Even though they're millionaires, they're careful about their spending. This is a habit that has brought them to their millionaire status and a habit that they've kept on. That's where I have an issue, but let's keep that aside. But 94% of the people live on less than they make. You were never going to get past this. It's just 1 + 1 = 2 is the basics of wealth. You cannot eat up what you bring in. Then there's nothing to invest, there's nothing to save, right? It's simple math, right? 94%. You have to strive to cut back your expenses one way or the other, or increase the money coming in one way or the other, be it your main income or your side hustle to have extra money coming in. You need to have money left over to consistently invest over time, right? They don't carry credit card balance because they understand that by staying out of debt and watching expenses, they are able to build their bank accounts instead of trying to get out of a financial hole every single month. That credit card balance starts small. Your credit card, just like your investment, also grows over time. Consistent use of that credit card without paying it up will balloon up over time. Now, this is a part that I have another video coming to discuss this because this makes no sense to me. They spend $200 or less each month at restaurants. This is where I knew these guys were definitely not born into wealth. These guys were definitely, they were definitely not making a lot of money throughout their career. But even worse, why is this still so? And this was done written in the survey as though I should be clapping for them that they only spend $200 or less now as millionaires at a restaurant. 93% of millionaires use some sort of coupon some or all the time when they shop. Now, I understand when they're still trying to get to the millionaire status, you're watching your expenses. Yes, you do what you need to do. But when you've reached the destination and you are a millionaire, what? What? $200 or less a month at a restaurant? I do not subscribe to this mindset of forever long suffering. No, I'm doing this work so that, like Denzel will say, when I get to that point, when it's time to return, I'm also returning the hard work that I've put my body through. And so I'm going to a restaurant to eat, right? So I can spend $200 now. And then I'm spending five. I'm getting me shrimp. I'm getting 6 course meals. I need to get back. Let's bring it back. How can we regular folk become millionaires? And this is pretty much what it came down to. They became millionaires by long-term investing, living below their means, and avoiding debt. Period. That's it. That's how you and I can do it. These are the basics. You keep doing this now, and by 60, you too can be a millionaire. When we get to that phase of life where we don't have that oomph to be doing all this work, and when a lot of employers are not hiring, let's be honest, we're not pressed for money. We're not pressed for what we need to sustain our lifestyle, however way it goes. For me, I'm still going to be walking around at the age of 100, looking good. But I'm not going to. I'm going to need money for a chauffeur and a butler and all that. I need to have money saved for that. So I hope this motivates you to get your money together. We're entering a new year. What are you doing? What are we doing? Let's find a way to cut back expenses so we can have money to invest. I won't lie to you. Right now, the stock market, I'm just like, don't think about it too much. Consistent investment over time. Consistent, love it. Keep it consistent over time. Thank you all for watching. I will see you in the next video. Bye.